honor you, Mother Almighty, Mother of all that is, in whose womb we are all carried, nurtured, protected, and provided for. Thank you so very much for all that you mean to me and we. I call to you, my guards and guardians. I honor each and every one of you, kin of Fae, my four-legged guards and guardians, my winged guards and guardians, my ancestors, guards and guardians of my African descent and of my European descent. I honor each and every one of you. Thank you so much for journeying with me here and there and more. I call to you, the beautiful community of Contemple, you, my teachers, and more. Thank you so much for finding me, teaching, nourishing, guiding, protecting, healing, and more. I honor each and every one of you, wise ones. I call to you, Mother Neptune, Mother Venus. Thank you both for all that you do to protect, provide balance, and a lot of good ashe for this, our earthly realm and beyond. You mean a lot to me and we, and I honor you, Mother Neptune, Mother Venus. Thank you so much. I honor you, air, fire, water, spirit, ether. Thank you, elders, for helping my brethren, my brothers and sisters, in the ways that you do, and more. This recording is a part ceremony and a part testimony. If I rhymes, that perhaps my poet aspect is coming out. And this honoring ceremony is to honor the beautiful souls that walk this region of the world. Here we call America. The beautiful souls that I have encountered here in this region of the world. And they are called African Americans. Those that are now Americans, descendants of Africans. This ceremony, part testimony, is to do just that. Bring to light, through mind gaze, the encounters, the shaping, the healing, nourishing I have received as I walk this region of Earth, America, all of those aspects that I have received at the hands of African Americans. My spiritual journey is quite lit, and I'm so grateful now that I walk with my guards and guardians. I do what I do. And I would say, yes, the group that we know to call African Americans have helped that shaping, have helped me arrive to where I am in some way, shape, or form, and means and ways. I reincarnated via West Africa, Liberia. And thankfully, the ashe the aspect of spirit, that which we call magic, that which we call supernatural, is very alive and well and thriving. It walks the earth, it walks that part of the earth. So, coming from there, I was and have been aware of spirit. I was and have been aware of the ways of people that we call herbalists. And there were some encounters, experiences had that I didn't know what to make of it. So behold, as my journey of awakening to that which is true, that which is real, that which is mighty, as I started to awaken to that, I didn't know what to do. And then I looked around me. One thing that I saw that is quite empowering and brings respect to ancestral reverence. I saw my brethren, particularly African American women, who walk the walk of priestesshood, who walk the walk of shamanist activities, of a healer, herbalist, Reiki master, and more. And they're very happy about it. They're happy about it. They want to talk with you about it. They want to encourage you about the goodness of ancestral reverence and listening to one's spirit guides. This was a game changer, of course, because I mentioned to you I reincarnated via West Africa, and the experience there quite different. The herbalists, shamans, those that walk with spirit in terms of their healership aspect. Laughter is not one word. Basically, they are not in the public eye. They do not introduce themselves as their profession of walking with spirit. There is not laughter about it. There is a lot of seriousness. There is a lot of tension, is what I experienced, because from a child perspective, whenever the adults around me spoke of such servants of spirit, there was tension around it, as if one should not tamper with such people. So encountering these individuals, women who walk with spirit, their vitality, their flow, absolutely different. They're welcoming, they're smiley. They want to talk with you about it as you sit in their workshops. That's just it. They sit in workshops, they post videos online. They're not ashamed of it. They are not afraid of it. It is not a hush hush topic. And some even go as far as labeling themselves the very names that others deem to be insulting, deem to be no, you shouldn't call that person that, because then, stuff will happen. Some of these women, they claim the name as a wise woman. They claim the name as a watcher, the witty one. They claim it. So this was before even anything started as far as my journey. I was just in the observation phase. And in observing this, I didn't know the impact that it made, but it certainly made a good one, a very good one. Because however quiet I was, as I was listening to them and hearing their stories of their journey and how they navigated finding about where they felt called to start their practice at, it felt encouraging because there were trials and tribulations that they spoke about. But their attitude about it was just still a flow of ease, of grace. And I was sitting there to myself and I was like, they're talking about supernatural spirit stuff in public. People don't do that. Well, where I'm from, people don't do that. Here, women do that. The bravery, courage to claim that which is true, to align with and walk with that which is right, it left a very distinct mark on my journey. And I'm very grateful to you all, each and every one of you, to you that helped me when I reached out to, and my journey was unfolding in the very temperate way that it came through, and beings of other worlds started to acknowledge me of that which I carry, and I didn't know what the heck I'm carrying or what I'm supposed to do with it. I reached out to you, and those of you offer the guardians that you knew best. I'm grateful to you for that. Thank you. You counseled me in a way that was sensitive to where I was, in inspiring the little steps that I ought to take, in offering tips and insight as to what to expect, and ways I ought to not approach it with, well, things that look like fear, things that look like arrogance, things that look like hesitancy. You counsel me in those beautiful, sensitive, temperate ways so that I should adjust myself accordingly based on the phase of where I was. I'm very grateful to each and every one of you. You, the African women, African American women, you've made a big difference. Thank you all so very much. I honor each and every one of you. I honor your divine feminine. I honor your beautiful soul. I honor your ancestors. Thank you so much for being a friend and not a foe. Thank you for being a counsel when I needed one. Thank you for being a guide and guardian along the road of life to direct me in the rightful way so that I may find peace and ease. I honor each and every one of you. Thank you all so very much. For the testimony, well, I will provide tidbits here and there of the vital parts. So basically, I started out my career here in the United States, and my first internship, the place that I was interning at, the lady that was supervising me is an African American lady, and she helped guide me in a way so that I was able to progress onto Washington, D.C., and intern there, and then realize that that was not what I wanted. And I'm grateful for that opportunity because um, it just made me realize that, that role of corporate, that role of working in a shape and form where that path led of working in with governments or things, just the environment, I knew I did not want to do that. But I'm very grateful to you for providing me the opportunity for me to realize that that path was not what I wanted. Thank you so much. I'm also very grateful to my manager in this, my other job. You know, feels like a lifetime ago now. And she pulled me aside. She said, yes, she's an African American lady. She pulled me aside and she said, "You're very smart, but sometimes when you speak, you have this look on your face that makes it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. You have doubt expression on your face, and you do know what you're talking about. So just maybe watch for that, so that way the information that you share, it is correct, but your facial expression says something else. So perhaps, try to align both of that because, it is the workplace, and that matters." So I really appreciated her speaking with me to the side about that, because I was able to bring that into alignment and figure out where the dissonance was. So I'm very grateful to you. Wherever you are on your journey of life, I send you love and I send you my love. May you be well. Thank you. To the self taught practitioners of the divine feminine, women who are walking with spirit, who are African American, and those of you who choose to make video recordings online, I acknowledge and I honor your bravery. Because, like I said, I came from a place where the ways of spirit, however real it is, however true, however healing, nourishing, protecting it is, all those good aspects of spirit, for some reason, was wrapped up in fear, and it was served to children in a way that did not allow flow, that did not allow any healthy aspect. And thank you all so much for providing your testimonies online, on YouTube here when you did, because upon hearing few of you speak and upon hearing your journeys as well, it made me not feel so bad about mine. And it also made me, well, some of you went on to actually say, you encourage to release. And that is one of the part that I so love. I so love, because that's the word. You allow the love of spirit to flow. You allow the love of spirit to flow, and that is such an amazing thing. It is not stifled. You don't teach about getting vexed when someone don't agree with your perspective, or when someone is doubting. You simply counsel about, well, if they don't see it that way, That's their life. You move on with yours and you nourish you, you take care of you. That was so healthy and encouraging to hear. There are so many platforms. YouTube ladies, African Americans, you do this in talking about spirit in these healthy ways of the ancestral ways. And I'm so grateful that that love aspect, it vibrates off of you. I was able to pick it up. I was able to pick it up. And I believe that vibration of the love of spirit, the love of and the happiness that comes with it of you walking with spirit, it shattered. It shattered fear. It shattered doubt. It shattered some other things that I don't have words for. But I can tell you, I was not the same. I was not the same. The more that I listen to your testimonies, the more that I listen to the respect of spirit that you carry and the reverence for your ancestors that you walk with, I was not the same. I had questions, but the most important part is your walk helped shatter something within or around me that needed shattering, and I honor you for it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the healthiness of you and the ways that you practice and honor spirit with love, with truth, and in your own uniqueness. And that's another thing that I noticed. There's a uniqueness about it. Some individuals, some ladies go about it. They carry themselves in their garb and whatever they adorn themselves with differently. And each and every one of you speak to the respect of uniqueness. You speak to the respect of authenticness. So, this was back in 2018. Thank you for doing that, for helping me find my way in the dark and get ready and start when I needed to, because I call on the memory of you when certain things had come up and certain aspect that wanted to impose or tampered with the growth that I was undergoing. I was like, no, this is not wrong. They're talking about it. And they're glowing. They're glowing, they're healthy. So, no, this is not wrong. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. And I do honor the priestesses that I sought consultation with that helped provide divination for me and that helped provide certain insight. So, thank you. I send you love and I send you my love. Thank you so very much for all that you mean and all that you are in your truth and authenticness. And so, yeah, I took divinations with the various ladies. And in observing, I did see that there are videos and men too that walk the path. Of course, as a woman, as a lady, I aligned with other women, and just there were some of them you know, the vibe there, I kept coming back to check check out check things out or listen to something that they explained and I had question about. So I'm grateful also to the men, the African American men out here that are walking the path of spirit, because after I took a couple of divinations with the various African American priestesses that I sought divination with in the past, some came to explain that, oh, wait, do you have a sibling? And I was like, oh, yeah. They're like, well, Spirit is saying that you and your sibling are both, should be doing this. So it helped that there are men too walking this beautiful path. And when they said that, yes, of course, I got on the phone with my sibling, and it is an empowering thing. Let me say this, okay? Because before I got my ish together, stuff was just happening out there to me. Stuff was just happening out there to me. And this analogy has been used before, and there is something to it that might be right. It's like a leaf being blown in the wind with no direction, like things are just smacking you back and forth. That's what stuff felt like back then. And they didn't have to say, oh, well, that's happening because of X, Y, and Z. Intuition helped me understand that, well, you need to fix certain things, you need to correct certain things, you need to live a certain way, you need to not live a certain way. And that was years from 2018, and here we are, 2024. So it is very humbling and healthy that men too, African American men here, are walking the path of spirit and are doing so beautifully, because now, of course, whatever family member of mine that may come to ask me about something, there are avenues I can point them in to say, oh, there's that gentleman. You might want to check out his platform. Because oftentimes some people need to see perhaps the path may or may not have certain rigidness that they are afraid of, or certain ways that they feel like they will lose themselves. They need to see other living that way. And that's why I'm so grateful to these ladies, where, like I said, in their authenticness, it was very healthy to see the glow and flow, and laughter, smile never left their expression. They're not, and I've encountered people who are just, they're not that. And I'm just like, okay. And they don't claim. That's another aspect. They're humble. These African American women are humble. They always have a disclaimer, stipulation. They don't know everything in the universe. They're not interested to know everything in the universe. They're just interested to know what they should be doing and what they should not be doing, and that's that. And I love the healthy message that they send also, where they're not interested to force anyone on the path of walking with spirit. Seriously, that is healthy, because some of us have adapted that mindset. And there are reasons. So, in closing, thank you for being the light. Thank you for exhibiting certain aspects of principles, certain aspects of the divine feminine that my heart recognized. and aligned with in you. Thank you so much. I honor each and every one of you, and I'm grateful to you. I love you. Ashe. And to you all viewing this, thank you for taking the time out of your day to view this. May you be well. Have a blessed day.